So here's the finished exercise in hatching. So in hatching, as described in the directions up here, you're using the cross contour mark that we used in the first week to create all the different shades of gray. So you can see that here, carefully, I hatched the marks. I made a row of very light marks to make the first shade of gray, and then I changed directions. I changed the direction of the marks that I was making, and I put the marks closer together to make the second shade of gray. And then as I got to maybe number 4, I switched to a darker pencil, and then I started trying to make the second, the 4 through 6, and then I moved on to my ebony pencil, and at the very end I used a little bit of charcoal, and I was able to get a nice gradient, a definite shade of gray in every block. Here, using my charcoal, just adding lines, and where I needed it to get darker, I put the lines on top of other lines, and where I needed it to stay light, I kept the lines kind of separated so that it can stay lighter. And then using the techniques from the cross contour sketch that we learned in the first week of school, I used curving lines for the sphere, trying to make the sphere feel as round as possible. Even in the light areas, there are light lines there, right? In the cube, I use straight lines going in different directions. Again, always looking and trying to observe what I see in the picture. In this picture, the light is coming from the right-hand side of the photograph, right? So here, the right side of the cube is lightest. The top part of the cube is darkest, and then the medium shade on the cube is on the left. So trying to recreate what I see in the photograph so that I can show all of the light moving in the same direction, right? And then when I have the cylinder, I'm looking at the cylinder and I'm seeing that the light is hitting this side of the cylinder. And I'm using curved lines on the area of the cylinder that is round, and I am trying to make the cylinder get gradually darker as it goes to the side that in the picture is almost black. So I'm trying to make that side the darker side. Now here in the picture, I can see that the background is a little bit darker than the cylinder so that you can see the light hitting the cylinder stronger. So if that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my ebony pencil, and I am going to try to make that difference a little bit more pronounced. When you're doing exercises like this, when you're doing exercises like this, it is all trial and error. Nobody gets it right on the first shot, not even the teacher. And you have to kind of really be okay with the fact that every mark that you make is an experiment that will have to be fixed and changed, okay? Right after this, I will show you the time lapse of the whole process.